Hey YouTube. Okay, it's December 3rd, maybe 4th. I don't know. It's a Sunday. But today, this is my video. If you remember back in, I believe it was April, I bought this Dodge. It's 2011 Dodge. I had a local dealer put the body on for me. No problem. That was fine. And I paid him to also install a trailer hitch. Which is great, worked out no problems. My problem is actually a couple things. I'm kind of disappointed with the dealer who installed it. Not gonna mention any names, but here it is. I called yesterday on a Friday morning to buy the racks that go in the back, 30-inch racks, all aluminum. It's fine. I would have preferred steel because I don't use them every day, but I guess the steel body racks and the aluminum racks are not interchangeable, which is fine. I can live with that. So I called the guy or the dealer who installed the body. They said, yeah, no problem. We have them in stock. Give me a call later in the day. I'll have them cleaned up for you. And I told him I'd like to pick them up on Saturday morning. He said, no problem. So he told me he'd call me back on Friday afternoon. Friday afternoon comes along, no call. So I give him a call around 4 o'clock. And they say they forgot all about getting the racks ready. And I couldn't have them until this coming up Wednesday. And I said, yeah, come on, you know. You told me you have them for Saturday morning. I needed them on Saturday, and they didn't care. So they said Wednesday. I said, no, just forget it then. You know, I don't need them, not from you at least. So then I also mentioned about the back of the truck here. When they installed the hitch plate, they also installed this plug for the trailer. Like I said, well, one thing, it's not part of my complaint, but it's plastic. The spring is broken, it just flaps, it's not tight. I put this receptacle in for my sand spreader. It's aluminum, but it's got a nice heavy spring on it. Closes perfect, that's what it should be. So they put a plastic cover on, and it's just loose. It's going to be a problem. It's going to get, road grime and crap up in there, and it's just not going to be good for it. But anyways, that's not my complaint. First complaint, like I say, was the sides for the body. Didn't have them ready. Told me, okay, how about next Wednesday? And it's not going to work. So I told him, forget it, keep them. Then I reminded him that when I bought the truck in April of 2011, the wiring wasn't correct on the trailer plug that they installed. I have blinkers, I have tail lights, but I don't have running lights. I called them probably in June of this of 2011. Don't forget, now it's December, to try to get it back in there, to have them look at the wiring problem, why there isn't any power going to the plug. So they told me, okay, no problem. We're kind of busy now. We'll call you back and let you know when I can drop it off. That's fine. I'm into December now and no callbacks. So when I called about the racks, I reminded him about the truck plug not having power, and they didn't know anything about it. I talked to the same guy on the phone, but he said right now that it's December, they're really busy doing plows, and they don't have no idea when they can get the truck in there to look at it. Forget it. I'll figure it out on my own. But my big problem is on the truck, which I don't have a problem if I'm happy with them, is why should I have the mud flaps with their name on it? Free advertising for them. I actually, people have asked me in the past where I've gotten it from, and I told them where. Everything was great. But you know what? I'm not going to even recommend them anymore. So my big thing for today is taking off their decal, because why should I have free advertising for them when they're not even taking care of the problem? And these mud flaps, for now, until I get replacements, I'm going to turn them inside out, spray paint over them black, and have zero advertising for them. Because they just didn't do anything. Alright, here goes. Number one item to come off would be this decal, because I really don't want it. I don't want to scratch it off or scrape it off, because I don't want to ruin the body of the truck, especially removing someone else's decal. So I'm going to heat it up with this torch quick, get the glue soft, and I think it'll probably pop off, and I can probably, clean it with maybe some thinner or something. But see what happens. Just want to kind of get it warmed up. It's kind of cold today, probably around 30, 35 degrees outside. Oh yeah. There we go. That's not too bad. A little bit of glue on it, but I can wipe that off. Okay, part one is done. Now, in the trash. Okay, now we'll work on the mud flaps. I'll unbolt them and flip them around. Alright, I removed the mud flaps. They're both off. And actually on the driver's side here, when I remove the mud flap, I'm looking at this support. And if you look closely there, it's gonna fall off any day. So, horrible weld job. To me it makes sense. If it's such a long, it's probably 24 or 25 inches long, should be a gusset from here to here, just for a little bit of support. There's not much holding that. Okay, mud flaps are painted. Yeah, much better. I'll finish putting the screws together on that one there, and then we'll install the second, and I'll give you a finished product picture. Alright, the job is complete. The mud flaps have been installed, both sides. Actually, it looks pretty good just having the black in the back there without a logo on it. As far as the sticker up in the front, where the name tag came off of, I'll have to get some lacquer thinner or maybe even some alcohol and try to rub it off. I know it'll come off. I just don't want to scratch it up. If I scratch it, then I gotta look at it every day, and it's just gonna tick me off. So, but two things I'm gonna do. Two more things. I'm gonna reinforce the mud flaps. I'll put a little small gusset on that angle iron. I'll show you where it is right now, up on top there. Right now there just isn't any support, and that one's cracked also. So this one isn't as bad, but the driver's side's, you know, a matter of time before it falls off. And then the second thing I'm gonna do, I will look into why that plug isn't working. I'm sure it's something something simple. Should have been fixed. It should have been done right the first time, and obviously it wasn't. So everything's gone. Advertising is done. I'm happy, and thanks for watching.